We had a fatality accident drop around 02:30 this morning in the outbound lanes of about the 7700 block of the Southwest Freeway. Our units responded to it, and we found the investigation is still going on right now. But preliminarily, we have two vehicles that were in an accident, and one of those is presumed to be impaired. They were outside of their vehicle after that accident. Another vehicle then came up quickly behind them and smashed into them. That driver is also showing some signs of impairment. The investigation is still going on. The freeway is shut down. We've got still a lot of work to do to kind of reconstruct this, figure all this out. But right now, that's kind of where we are. The rest is in the hands of the district attorney's office, and I'll turn the time over to Sean Tier to discuss that.
Real quick, Lieutenant. My understanding that one vehicle caught fire, is that accurate?
Yes, that's true.
Is that the Mustang that's here on the scene? That looks like a Mustang at least.
Yeah, that was that was the Mustang, correct.
And then, and there's only one fatality out of this the series of wrecks?
That's correct. One fatality.
And the fatality comes from the person in the Mustang, is that right?
We don't know whether it was a passenger or driver. We're still trying to figure that out, but yes.
How many other people sent to the hospitals that we know of?
We had two from one vehicle. I believe it's 4 from the one that burned. Three. And then there were how many in the other vehicle? One each. So
5 or 6?
Right. So that's kind of where we are.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, Sean Tier, SEANTEARE, Chief of the Harris County DA's Office of Vehicular Crimes Division.
We see you a lot of these days lately. What do we have here, sir?
Yeah, as the lieutenant said, this is a pretty complicated crash. We've got two cars involved in a relatively minor fender bender right here in the main lanes. One of those people, the driver of the Mustang, I've accepted charges of DWI on already. Apparently he got out of the car and attempted to exchange information right there in the middle of the main lanes at 2:30 in the morning. The car that came up behind them, the Altima, struck them, both cars. We believe a passenger in that Altima is deceased. We have literally, it looks like everyone with the exception of the white Expedition driver was intoxicated in this situation. 2:30 in the morning, Harris County roads is not a safe place to be regardless. But when you mix the alcohol that we know came from these crashes, this is what you get. You've got a young woman who's lost her life on our roads again. And as we're speaking right now, there are 2 other fatality crashes that are in Harris County right now. So this needs to be a wake-up call to everybody that we've got to stop doing this. Alcohol played a significant role in this crash and in this young lady losing her life. And we don't know about the others, but it's very likely.
So are you saying that there were possibly 3 drivers impaired in this series of accidents?
There were 2. There were 2 of the 3 cars had impairment. We have accepted DWI charges on the driver of the Mustang. Those potentially could be upgraded to intoxication manslaughter. We're evaluating right now to determine actually who was driving the final striking car, which contained the deceased as well. We know where they were coming from. It's a club downtown, and they were there to celebrate somebody's 20th birthday. So that's another avenue of this investigation that we're looking at right now. The Houston Police Department's Vehicular Crimes Division is going to put this crash back together. They're some of the best in the country at this. They're going to really let us know exactly what happened, and then we'll make a final charging decision about whether or not an intoxication manslaughter is appropriate and who to charge for that. But our after-hours task force is going to go back, and we're going to hold some other people accountable for this crash as well.
My understanding is, after hearing you, that it's entirely possible that if we take impairment out of the picture, people getting off of the freeway to exchange information could have saved lives as well.
Everyone would be alive. If you took even added impairment, if they had left the main lanes, exited the freeway, or even gotten onto the shoulder, every person involved with this would be alive. That's the bottom line. Impairment obviously then contributes as well, but if you get in a minor crash on the main lanes of a freeway, get off. If you're in any moving lane of traffic, go somewhere safe to exchange information. Period. We see way too many of these.
So that we're clear, Sean, the person in the Altima is the one deceased here?
Yes, the person in the Altima is deceased. We have who we believe was driving that Altima at the hospital. We have that additional passenger at the hospital as well. The driver of the Mustang is currently at the Joint Processing Center being processed in for DWI. The driver of the Expedition has been released at the scene.